Hello. I decided that in the span of 10 minutes, I'm going to talk about four things that you should never do in your entire life. Step 1, don't storm Area 51. I know this is a meme, and the person who came up with it intended it as a joke, which, funny joke, dude. But seriously, there's nothing in Area 51. There just isn't. Or if there is, it's not worth figuring out. It's a military base meant to train the Air Force, which that's your way of getting there. Just join the Air Force or try to. There you go. That's your secret. I mean, I first heard of Area 51 through Jimmy Neutron because there was the movie, which has the opening scene in Area 51. Then there's the PC game of the movie that I played when I was a kid and I replayed as an adult because someone had it online, an emulator, I guess, and I played through it again. It's not a really good game, but at the same time, it has its charms. So the Area 51 thing makes for a lot of funny jokes, I guess, but there really is like taking a joke too far. I mean, come on, guys. If the actual United States government got your attention, then you kind of pushed it way too far. Just I hope that no one actually does this because this would become one of the most destructive memes if it does. That would. No. Oh no. Area 51, they say they're aliens or that there's secret weapons or like the cure for cancer or the perfect Viagra pill. I don't know. But I don't think anything like that is there. Or if there is, why keep it there? I think Bill Clinton said himself that he discovered aliens, he would have told the world. I mean, that's not something that you'd want to keep secret because when these aliens want to hurt us, and when you want to get the entire world involved, like with the military advantage, to combat these things, I don't know. But Area 51 is for the Air Force. That's what it's meant for. Second topic, neck nominations. Thankfully, this practice, I didn't think it escaped the UK and became a problem anywhere else. But it's something that's killed at least four people, and was attempted by children at one point. It's a simple idea where you film yourself drinking as much booze as you can, and then challenge someone else to do it. And it's just as bad as it sounds, because it can kill you because of alcohol poisoning. I only know about this because Alex from I Hate Everything made his own video on it. And I agree with him, it sounds like the worst possible idea that you can do. Thankfully, though, someone took this idea and rearranged it to where it's the Ice Bucket Challenge, which, dated now, but it is at least something that was for a good cause, even if the money wasn't used properly. I hope that something became good of it, because not only did Stephen Hawking suffer from the disease, ALS, which I feel like it should have been a well-known disease if he was one of the longest surviving sufferers of it. He made it 50 years before he died. That's quite an accomplishment. But I know a furry that, like, I was following his Twitter page when he was alive because an artist I followed made an image for him, just showing him in heaven, and that obviously an All Dogs Go to Heaven parody, and that he chose to be euthanized, I suppose, because the pain was just too much. So, neck nominations, one bad thing, but someone rearranged it towards the Ice Bucket Challenge. Which personally, if I had the money, I would just donate. I wouldn't do the challenge because it's just like a waste of water and ice. I mean, I remember, I think when the Nostalgia Critic did it, I think he just donated the stuff and some money, obviously gave it exposure, and then dumped the thing all over just because. I mean, Charlie Sheen donated a ton of money so he wouldn't do the challenge. Okay. Next topic, Tide Pods. It was a joke that went too far. Because on YouTube, the only videos you can find of this happening are news or articles. YouTube removed everything else. And you can't find any of these videos online because no site wants them. And why should they? It's one of the worst things to happen online, in my opinion. A joke of like eating Tide Pods and serving them as dinner because like they look tasty or they look like candy. That's something that's already killed a lot of children and a lot of mentally ill, like elderly, I think. I'm trying not to be offensive, but it's happened. Like, you think it's candy, but it's not. And there are people who have filmed themselves biting into these things to where afterwards it's going to require a hospital trip. I mean, you can also throw in the challenge where you douse yourself in lighter fluid or vodka and then set yourself ablaze while you're standing in a bathtub and then put yourself under the water. That's put people in the hospital. I'm not surprised if it's killed someone. It's something I heard through Corey Coleman, where he found that one video of the lady shouting, "Get under the water!" He laughed at that, but that kid was in the hospital. He suffered third-degree burns. So, like, a lot of people wouldn't blame this kid, or at least, no, wouldn't blame Corey for laughing, or, like, mocking this guy. But come on. Tide Pod challenge and get under in the water after lighting yourself on fire challenge. Like, two challenges that should not have ever have happened. At least throw any challenge in there where it involves harming yourself. It's like the worst possible thing that you can think of. It's like a dare someone came up with because they want to see you die. Like, I think there's a CSI or Criminal Minds episode where it's like the choking game challenge where it winds up convincing teens to hang themselves by accident. Like, it's like that's a crime story. It should stay a crime story. And like a fictional story. Don't bring it into the real world. It's just depressing when you do so. Last thing I want to talk about, something you really should never do. The ice cream licking challenge, where you film yourself taking an ice cream carton or whatever you call them that's not purchased, take off the cap and lick it and put it back. That is easily the most infuriating one because, like, that's called tampering with food. I mean, it would make more sense if you were to purchase it first and then do that. Basically, it's like marking my territory with my tongue. I don't even. I feel like ice cream developers are gonna make it to where you have to peel off some type of seal before you open the ice cream to prevent people from doing this. Because there's at least two isolated instances of this happening. One of them is where the ice cream was bought, but he still was arrested because it's still tampering with something unbought, even if you buy it anyway. And two, there's the lady. I think they were tracking her down. I think they probably found her. Put her in jail for doing this, where they put it back. And they had to figure out which ice cream it was, or discard them all, because they don't want to risk it. It's easily one of the most infuriating things because I used to love ice cream. I don't have it that much anymore because I'm trying to lose a lot of weight. I still have 30 pounds to go. But I remember, like, having the cartons, scooping the ice cream out, how great it is. I like vanilla, I like chocolate, I like cookies and cream. Tampering with ice cream is probably one of the most evil things you can do. Like, it's not like killing someone, but you're infecting people with your saliva. And I feel like that's when someone buys this and opens it, they're like, what the actual... Oh my... Just that'd be my reaction if I didn't know about this and then bought an ice cream carton. Or worse, I'd know about it, but I find it anyway. I feel like every time I buy one of these, I'm gonna have to take the cover off just to make sure no one does this. It's so stupid. All you're stupid. These 4 different things. 5, maybe. And more. It's a message. Don't storm Area 51, join the Air Force instead. Don't do the Tide Pod challenge or the setting yourself on fire challenge. Don't lick ice cream carts. And what was the other thing I was going to talk about? Or had talked about? It doesn't matter. I'll probably rewatch the video and find it anyway. Oh yeah, the Nick nominations. That's how forgettable the challenge it was, because it didn't happen here in America. But in the UK, it killed at least 4 people. That's my final message. Goodbye, everyone.